Now, you know it's really bad when you lost left-wing media. Okay, look, when you lost ABC, yeah, it's bad.
I want to ask you about her comments about the military. She said during the debate this about the U.S. military. Let's listen.
As of today, there is not one member of the United States military who is in active duty in a combat zone in any war zone around the world, the first time this century.
Our fact checkers found that to be false, and I have a lot of experience in that area as well. There are currently 900 U.S. military personnel in Syria, 2,500 U.S. troops in Iraq. All have been under regular threat from drones and missiles for months. We also have action in the Red Sea. We also, every single day, the Navy SEALs, Delta Forces, special operators can be part of any sort of deadly raid. So why would she make that claim?
Well, I think what's important here, Martha, is that Kamala Harris, in contrast to Donald Trump, demonstrated herself to be commander-in-chief. We are in a world where there are all sorts of conflicts, and it's all the more reason we need somebody who's serious and who supports the military. And just remember,
but Governor, excuse me, but she said there is not one member of the United States military who is in active duty in a combat zone. That is not true. You say she demonstrated her ability to be commander-in-chief, but did she not know about these people in Syria and Iraq? Why would she say that?
Look, that was a comment. That was a comment in a debate. I think the point that she was trying to make was a broader point. And of course, we have military in place all around this country.
And this is Yalita. This is who y'all want running the free world. And before you get in my comments saying it's not the free world, look, this is just what we call it, okay? Yeah, man, like, come on, dog. And then what I don't like about them is how they avoid questions by, like, you know, starting with a whole nother topic. Somebody even says almost as bad as Kamala discussing her middle class background in a neighborhood where people were proud of their lawns when asked if people are better off under Biden-Harris, under, you know, this Biden-Harris economy. Somebody else says, I would also think this has less to do with a sudden and explicable desire for accuracy and more primitive damage control, as the whistleblower testimony is going to drop tomorrow about how ABC had a pact with Kamala not to check her lies at the debate. Yeah, at the debate, you've seen that it was definitely imbalanced in terms of fact checking, because every time Donald Trump, you know, brought up something and spoke on something, they, oh, well, this didn't come from a credible resource, or this isn't verified, but every time that Kamala said something, they was not trying to fact check her. Look, I can't even talk. They could not fact check her at all. They did not do it at all. And you know what? My favorite fact checking video of that whole debate, as it relates to her talking about, just look.
And as of today, there is not one member of the United States military who is in active duty in a combat zone in any war zone around the world, the first time this century. What? But let's understand.
So where the are we right now?
Donald Trump needs to use that as a campaign ad. I watched that video at least 30 times. And even in the comments, they saying I watched it. Please, somebody send that video to Trump. I know he don't watch my videos, but dog, get that video to him ASAP. That's definitely gonna work in his favor, but not just for the whole, you know, entertainment aspect of it. The American people need to see this. You know, they're covering up a lot of things that surrounding Donald Trump, the truth that surrounds him. But yeah, man, let's read a few of these. Where is David Mediator on that one too? He missed about 4 on Calamity. I don't know what that means at all. Good on you fellas for seeing the funny side of that. And thank you from an Aussie. You see, the rest of the world is even looking at us and going, hey, bro, what's going on? Somebody else wrote, talk about your all-time fact checks, right? Thanks for sharing. This is awesome. Thank you, gentlemen, for your service, for making this video for sure. Now, obviously, you know, the soldier, we just seen the video of, you know, the soldier slamming her for pretty much lying, saying, look, man, what are we here for? We're going to watch that video again. That's attached to this clip. I didn't even realize it until now. And we're going to listen to this soldier speak on his thoughts to her BS.
And as of today, there is not one member of the United States military who is in active duty in a combat zone in any war zone around the world. The first time this century.
What?
But let's understand.
So where the are we right now?
What the are you talking about, Miss VP? Who told you this information? You need to fire that individual who gave you that false information so that you were able to say that on national television. How can you run our country if you don't know what's going on within our military and the rest of the world? Blows my mind. And most Americans are probably clapping like, oh my God, first time in history, this is great. You have no idea. No idea. Look it up, fact check it, see for yourself that we have soldiers over there right now risking their life so that you can live your life. Don't forget that.
The disrespect. The disrespect, man. That's all I can say is the disrespect. The complete failure. Somebody says she's an abject failure on every level. She's just so damn bad at this, y'all. I don't know why y'all trying to get this. Really? Oh my God. Somebody said thanks to this dude and all of them for the service despite what she said. Definitely. That's something that I should have pointed out immediately. So shout out to the comments for checking your boy on that. Thank you to the military who risked their lives for our freedoms. Definitely stay safe. He's right. However, somebody says, I think her puppeteers knew it was a lie, but you have so many people drinking that Kool-Aid. They knew they would chug that one and tell their friends. Dude, I get why he's upset, but let's not forget that war is hell and our boys and girls are still getting unalived at over there, even if it ain't called a war no more. Can we just keep the beef for the White House press room and not turn this into a whole thing? Amen to that. Kamala Harris. Now, this ain't even. Look, we got more lies. We got more laws. That wasn't the only law.
I intend on extending a tax cut, repealing that tax bill they just passed. And also looking at estate taxes are going to have to go up.
Everything from a 70 to 80% tax rate.
I think that's fantastic. I made that very clear in 2020. I will not ban fracking. There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking.
She was big on defund the police.
For too long, the status quo thinking has been you get more safety by putting more cops on the street. Well, that's wrong.
She was the border czar. She doesn't want to be called the border czar because she's embarrassed by the border.
I am in favor of saying that we're not going to treat people who are undocumented across the border as criminals. That's correct.
Abolish ICE.
Yeah, we need to probably think about starting from scratch.
She is Biden. The worst inflation we've ever had. A horrible economy because inflation has made it so bad.
Bidenomics is working. It's working. And then this business about taking everyone's guns away. Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away. So stop with the continuous lying about this stuff. We have to have a buyback program, and I support a mandatory buyback program. My agenda includes attempting to get Congress to act, but if they don't within the first 100 days of my administration, I'm going to take executive action. Well, first of all, I absolutely support, and over the last 4 years as vice president, private health care options.
I believe it will totally eliminate private insurance.
Let's eliminate all of that. Let's move on.
Ironically, TikTok is doing a really good job lately of spreading, or let me say this, of not getting rid of all of what they consider to be misinformation. I think that'd be the most politically correct way to say that. But yeah, we see the flip-flopper, man. This candidate has no idea what she stands for. All you get is lie after lie after lie. Lie after lie after lie. She's a walking loss. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely tell she's a part of the Biden administration. She learned everything from them.